Hello, and welcome to another episode of Failure Made Monsters. I am Santino, the Misfit, X's Fries, and this is...
Dane the Great, but you can call me the Great for short, though.
Indeed you can, and we are Failure Made Monsters. Thank you so much for joining us on this wonderful Friday evening, or, you know, if you're listening to this some other time. Sweet time. It's a thing, apparently. So we're told. Anyway, so our guest this evening is Chef Derrick Fox. He'll be joining us in a little while. If you are a fan of MasterChef, he was the season 6 runner-up. If you're a fan of the shit that I've done over the few years, he was the drummer in the Project Roguestar I did. So a lot of the stuff that was on the Bully soundtrack with PJ9K. And if you like cookies, and I assume you do because you have a soul,
like
he also owns a company called Epic Mega Cookie Company. And they are indeed epic. So we're going to talk to him about all of that and more coming up in just a little bit. But first, Dane.
Yes.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good, man. It's good to see you. I missed you, even though I've seen you literally every day this week.
I know it still feels like I can just keep doing this, and I'm not sick of you yet.
I mean, it's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I wouldn't go so far as to say I'm not sick of you, because, like, as a rule, I'm pretty sick of you. At like
my little black heart.
Yeah, sorry, but I love you though.
Thanks. I love you too, buddy. You fucking bastard son of a goddamn.
Don't you ever? We'll get it right. We'll get it right.
No, we gotta go. Let's do it again.
All right, one more time.
There it is. Go. All right, salud. If you're drinking with us, salud to you as well. Yes. So anyway, some fun news before we bring on the guests and all that stuff.
Tell them how come we've seen each other every day.
So that's we're getting into. So we've actually been working on the new music video for Shot Full of Holes.
Shot Full of Holes.
Really fucking excited about it.
Super excited.
It is arguably one of the best things I've directed. I'm very happy as far as music video goes. Yeah, concept and to execution. Very happy with how it's all turning out, considering our skeleton crew of me, you, Slim the motherfucking Reason,
and
shout out
Slim
my
the
wife as
Urban Renewal Project. He has a new shit out. Go to my page and you'll see it.
Check that out. New track, boom boom.
I did want to say this on live on so that everyone can see it with witnesses. Hey man, really super fucking proud of you. You did a really good fucking job.
Thanks, man.
You guys. If you could see the way that he obsessively fucking does a thing and gets it to completion, like it was maddening to watch and to be a part of, but at the same time, I fucking love every bit of it, and you did a great job.
Thank you, man. It's one of those things I learned as I was getting older. I was like, because I do get like crazy about doing a thing, and I don't think about like the inconveniences of doing the thing. I'm just like, well, now this part needs to be done. I don't care if it's 9 a.m. and then we've been going and it's again 9 a.m. and we haven't stopped.
It'd be like, oh yeah, I think we got it. We're done. And then like, nah, you got to come back tomorrow. So come back tomorrow. And it's like you want to be like,
no,
but then you're like, fuck no, it's let's get it done. It's worth it. And the finished
when you
project,
see that's the thing. And so if you don't know, if you haven't done anything like a project like that with me, then you don't know that, like, all right, so it'll be worth it in the end.
Right.
You'll see, but it's really hard to see what I'm doing until you see it.
And the other thing that brings me to is it's really one of the trickiest things about anything creative is getting what is in your head out onto the page or out onto what you're doing.
Absolutely.
And when I saw what like, because he described it, like it's gonna be like this and we're gonna do this and I'm like, all right, man, if you fucking say so, but that sounds like a long way.
Out of curiosity, so since nobody's seen it and we've kind of loosely teased it, but I don't think I've explained the concept to anybody outside of our little inner circle.
True.
How would you explain it to somebody who hasn't seen it yet? What's the Dane explanation?
It's like if you ever played GTA and Rage Against the Machine was like characters you could select to do it. That's what I would say. That's cool. Like if you could be Zach De La Rocha in Grand Theft Auto, Vice City.
Awesome.
That's the video.
I fuck with that explanation.
There we go.
I'm a fan of that. Sweet. To that, I'm gonna switch drinks here. Salud. I'm not
shit.
That, no.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
I'm alternating.
Yes.
But yeah, so Shot Full of Holes coming out. I'm aiming for next Friday. Friday.
I'll fucking pull the trigger.
So
you heard it here first, folks.
I'm aiming for next Friday. That's the play. When it does come out, please help us out. But until then,
fucking watch it.
You got a whole week right now, between now and then, to go on to all the popular music streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Deezer,
YouTube.
what the fuck ever.
Yep.
Go on there. Add Shot Full of Holes to your playlist. Add it to your liked songs.
And look,
follow us as artists on there.
Don't get stingy. I don't give a fuck. Put that shit on repeat. Mute it. Just leave that shit.
I think it knows if you mute it.
Does it?
It might.
Fuck.
Turn your speakers off. It wouldn't know though. If
Right,
you mute it on a platform, it'll know. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I think it does. I saw somewhere that they might know.
All right, well, fuck.
I don't know if it's true.
Either way, run that bitch. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So anyway, check it out. Shot Full of Holes, and then video coming soon. Yada yada, et cetera, et cetera. And again, like you said earlier about our buddy Slim, who helped us shoot the whole thing. His Urban Renewal Project.
Urban Renewal Project. They just dropped a new video for their new song.
Boom Boom
Boom Boom.
So
it's fucking bananas. They all snapped. They shot in this really cool location. It looks really fucking cool. Go check it out.
It's dope. It's dope. And the Slim's anti-vax line is my favorite.
Wait a minute. Because the Fifth Element line. Did you catch that?
Yeah, and
you caught that, right?
Yeah, he's got a few in there that I was really like, okay.
I was like, he came to play today.
When are we doing a cipher? We're doing a cipher with him, right?
He did mention it.
It's on tape now. We've said it.
Look,
we've just confirmed we're doing it.
I'm gonna say
Slim,
if
you're watching.
I'm gonna say it like this. I mean, he might say that shit, but I feel like he might be a little bit scared, a little bit nervous to be next to me. Like, especially if it's a cipher situation and he has to go after me. You know what the problem is? It's cool. Keep it vague, homie, till you're ready. Write some more of those real bars before you invite me and the misfit.
I feel bad for anybody who has to be on the same song as me.
I mean,
because it's just I'm gonna bring it all down. I'm gonna bring it all down. I'm gonna bring it all down.
I don't know.
I am. It's just gonna be nothing but like really bad puns and dad jokes, but like
it literally.
But like said lickety split. It's great.
Yep. Real fast, so you don't know.
That's it,
breaking
man.
down. You're like, did he just?
That's where it's at. What's up? I'm gonna say hi to chat real quick. How's it going, everybody?
Yes.
Rocky Russo loves the new
Rocky
split screen.
Russo in the motherfucker.
What's up, Rocky,
What's up, Rock?
Thank you so much. Yeah, if you notice, we have a new format.
Rock got the new Blick on deck, by the way. Congrats on that.
Did he?
He knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, he got the pole on him. Woo! All right, I'm gonna call you. Nah.
So we're trying out a new format. If you're watching the video version of this. This is so we can start to try to edit clips out a little easier as opposed to the variant we usually do where there's just graphics and overlays and everything's small and whatever.
But also we're in the same room.
Gonna be cool. We are. So it's been a nice, interesting experiment. We're also using our basically our cinema quality cameras and lenses and shit, so the picture should look a lot better than it usually does. At least for me. I think you usually use this setup.
Yep.
I use a much older Canon usually for like a webcam setup. So I'm pretty happy with it. So if you guys like it, and if you dig how we do this, everyone's going to be side by side, even when we bring Derrick in a minute. So if you like it, please let us know. Drop us a line. Say it in the chat. Whatever you do, just give us some feedback on it, and then we can clip this out. And hopefully for phones and shit, 'cause that's how most people watch this stuff.
It'll look awesome.
Yeah, when we do the little moments of
you
Dana and I being arrogant
on your TikTokers.
Yeah, we're gonna make
your IG stories.
And that perfect segue. It's nothing on it yet, but we just made a new TikTok at Failure Made Monsters. So please, if you're on TikTok, go follow us there.
And if you follow me, follow that one also because.
Yeah, Dana Gray and a Misfit with X's for eyes, obviously.
Yeesh.
All right. That being said, I think it's about time, and you're just gonna watch me do this shit now. I can't hide it with the computer anymore.
It's okay.
I'm just gonna do it.
I don't think anybody would have gave a fuck if you hadn't said it.
We're gonna bring in our guest, but before we do,
I thought you might have forgotten. I thought you might have forgotten. I'm so glad that you didn't. Sir, we can't bring in Derrick until we cue the music.
Yo, what up?
What's up?
So,
what up, Derrick?
I'm gonna do the quick introduction here. This is my buddy, Chef Derrick Fox, Derrick. If you want to look him up on the old interwebs.
All I heard was Dick.
That's it. Just Chef Dick Fox. But Chef Derrick Fox.
You want to see it?
He was absolutely. He was a runner-up on season 6 of MasterChef. He's a drummer, as I mentioned in the opening. So I've worked with him before, and he's been in a bunch of other projects as well, which we'll get into a bit. And he also owns a company called Epic Mega Cookie Co. That has epic mega cookies. So we're gonna talk about that. But first, Derrick, just want to know, man, how you doing over there?
Good, I'm great. Check it out. We got new aprons.
Hey, look at that.
Dope.
Sharp.
I love that font.
Epic Mega.
Hand hand-drawn font. It all came together in a really cool way. It was quite a story, which we can get into. I don't mind.
Yeah, no, it's fuck it. Let's dive in, man. So how
I want to know.
I know we talked about it early days a little bit. So, how did everything materialize and all?
Well, let's go back just a little bit. I come from punk rock. I come from punk rock roots.
Fuck yeah.
Joined a band in high school, was like, fuck college, hit the road at 19. And we were killing it in the MySpace days. I was in this band called Later Days. We had 1 million plays on MySpace. We were top unsigned band. Remember when they used to rank bands? It was like dude.
MySpace was
signed,
the Wild West of music,
and then unsigned. And we made top unsigned band. I mean, there was one summer we toured booking all our shows off of MySpace. We made $80,000 and moved to LA.
No shit.
4 kids and a merch guy, and
That's
we
hard,
crushed. Yeah,
that's when people were still buying physical copies of music too.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, we hustle. I mean, we would like on our days off, we would go to other festivals and sell our albums like as if we were playing. We'd pretend. And people thought we were playing, and they were like, "What stage are you on?" And we're like, "Oh, we're playing next year." Whatever. So
That's clever.
I wish
we were hustlers. We were hustlers. So
I've done that on side stages, but not on festivals. I wasn't on.
That's smart. I'll do it. I'll do it now. What the fuck?
I've literally walked around with like boxes of CDs and shit, like places where I wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like peddling the merch in the CDs.
I'm a hustler.
Yeah,
So anyway, so you guys know, you know, being musicians and you gotta hustle, but it's like you learn a lot of stuff out on the road. You learn about yourself, and you learn about consumers, and
you learn about the people you're stuck in a van and or bus with a lot. You learn a lot about those motherfuckers real fast.
Get comfortable.
I know what your farts smell like, man.
Exactly.
Thanks for that.
Mine smell like Epic Mega cookies. So fast forward, I have this crazy chef career that evolves out of a whim, I was in a really desperate time, and we can go back to that in a minute. But I made it on MasterChef, made it to runner-up. My life changed.
I was actually going to mention that. How the fuck do you do that segue? Like, because when you're like, oh, he's a master chef, and I'm like, oh, that tracks. Oh, he's a drummer.
Yeah. So there's a lot of
which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Yeah, there's a lot of parallels with music and food. And surprisingly, food actually came first, but not professionally. It was just out of desperation to get Vince girls to come over to my house.
Nice. What was your go-to dish early days to impress the 80s?
Just like some spaghetti, some mac and cheese. Like,
really, man? All right. If you fuck spaghetti up, you're in there because girls like meatballs.
Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, you guys are dirty, huh? So anyway, let's go back to the how
like Derrick hasn't watched the show before,
right?
I haven't. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't. You guys
50 some odd episodes. You fucking up, Derrick. You fucking up.
50? Congrats.
Thanks,
Congrats. That's awesome.
I think you're 52.
Pandemic was good to us.
Yeah.
Ish.
We actually took multiple breaks too, but it was mostly just because I was trying to book you the whole time. That's all. I just couldn't come back on air until we had Chef Derrick Fox.
We have been trying a lot, and I appreciate your patience with me. It's because I travel a lot with my client now. So I'm a full-time private chef. I got a lot of side hustles going, but the client I work for now lives in Malibu and also lives in Dallas. So we go back and forth a lot.
Yeah.
So early pandemic, not early pandemic, like a year into the pandemic. It was February, shit was locked down, and my client was like, hey, can you make some cookies for the office? They're lawyers. They have a big law office. They employ a bunch of people. And they're like, can you make 100 cookies for the office? I was like, cool. So I whip up these cookies. She gave me these cool little like clear like cellophane bags and twist ties, and I put 3 in each bag. But I lined them all up, and I took a picture for the
cookies.
No, they were just cookies.
For a lawyer, no.
The Epic Mega Cocaine Company.
So I snap a photo real quick for the gram because they look cool. Look like a bunch of cookies all lined up, and I had time. I posted on the gram. I got hundreds of messages. People were like, "Are you selling cookies? Are you selling cookies?" And I mean, no joke. I mean, I got hundreds of messages. I was like, "Oh shit, maybe I should be."
I guess I'm selling
That's interesting.
cookies.
So you didn't go, "Oh, I want to put this out there." The market came to you and was like, "You need to put this out there."
Correct. In a weird way. And I was like, "Okay, hold on. Okay, let me go to the drawing board real quick because, I mean, Santino, you know me. I don't just like.
Unfortunately, I do. Yes.
Yeah, you're such a. We're gonna go back real quick.
For what?
He was talking to you about like suffering through producing something with him, and the quick wit dad jokes, the puns. Santino's quick puns. He deserves some kind of award because it's almost autistic.
I said the
ADHD.
The last episode, I said I was going to try to do a better job of actually patting him on the back for that because they are so consistently quick.
They're quick and they're consistently cheesy. And you're like, how many kids do you have? They're like, they're that bad of dad jokes.
None. That's why I have the energy to make these jokes.
So anyway, okay, so I'm at this like moment where I'm like, I got to figure this out. So I'm like, let's hit the drawing board because I'm not just gonna make a box of a dozen cookies. I'm not like I'm not Oreo. I'm not Mrs. Fields. I'm not like
right.
So I'm like, okay. And the whole time leading up to this, coming off of MasterChef, we're 6 years later than when I was on MasterChef.
Okay.
And all the while post MasterChef, which when you're on a reality TV show, you don't get any help post reality show from the show unless you're on America's Got Talent or American Idol. Those two shows, they guide their people. Every other
Not for the auditions, they don't.
No, because they want the real reaction. I'm talking like post.
He said disgruntledly.
No bitterness at all detected.
No. We can talk about it because I have some ideas for it. And I think I can help in the future. But I came off this show and I was like, I wish I had something to sell, like because I do private dinners.
Yeah.
Right off of MasterChef, I was doing private dinners, but they were 250, 300 person, 350 a pop. So like, one dinner is going to set a room back $2,500. Not everybody's buying that.
Yeah.
And also I can only be in one place at one time. So for so long, I'm like, what can I sell? What, like, do I do a hot sauce? But it's like, have you walked down the hot sauce aisle?
There's a million of them.
There's a million.
Yeah. Shout out Fire from the Gods hot sauce.
It's true.
Shout out Fire from the Gods hot sauce.
2 of them.
Send me
flavors.
Yeah.
I gotta try this. I'm a hot sauce fucking freak.
Same.
But I'm like, I can't get into that. Like it, but I need something rock and roll. I need this rock and roll vibe because I got I got labeled the rock and roll chef on MasterChef, and I always do something with a music approach. Anyway, long story short.
We get that.
Yeah. Makes sense. So I'm like, okay. How do I do this? Because at first I gotta it's all about R&D. And I'm looking at, I got one oven and a dozen cookies you can't fit on one baking sheet for a single standard oven. You can only fit 9 cookies. So I'm like, if I want to do an order of a dozen cookies, it takes up 1.5 baking sheets. So I'm like, time is not on my side when it comes to this. Like if I get a dozen orders, it's like, it's going to take me way too long to do a dozen cookies.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, what if I do just a big cookie and I'll make it limited edition. I'll release only so many.
Right.
So similar to and this was pre-NFT madness.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so I go to the store. I'm like,
shout out Jenkins.
I'm gonna R&D this thing. I go to the store and I just get a bunch of shit, and I come home and I make a bunch of cookie dough, and I make this mound of cookie dough, and I put it on a baking sheet, and I shove it in the oven. And every pastry.
Is anyone else turned on?
Just
me.
When he said shove it in the oven, that got me. That got
Big
me.
ass man just
That got me.
Didn't even lube it up. Didn't even lube it up.
Just
Shoved it in.
got a little bit warm and just put it in there.
Real quick. Like, let's we're all friends here, right, D? We're all friends.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I gotta ask. Like, how much, at least in the early days, how much actual cookie dough were you eating while making the fucking cookies?
Ooh, good question.
And if you say none, I will terminate this broadcast immediately.
Fucking eat it all.
No. I was eating a lot. And
Cookie dough is one of the greatest
But wait,
things ever made.
okay, so dispel the rumor. You'll get sick, right?
It's unlikely. You can catch salmonella from the raw eggs in cookie dough.
Oh,
but it's
because
likely.
my mom was always like, you're gonna get sick, and so I'm like really cautious.
So am I.
To this day,
they make like edible ones that don't use like raw eggs or
that.
Some
shit. If you're a pussy.
If you have,
I mean, basically,
yeah. Salmonella is for kids and old people, and I actually got it when I was a baby. I'll tell you that in a minute.
I've never met Sal.
Yeah. He's in Manila right now. He's on vacation.
Yay. You know it. All right, it's
well played.
Okay,
like
so I fucking throw every pastry chef in America is gonna be like, well, that's not gonna work because it didn't.
Yeah.
The cookie dough just boiled out. It was a big fucking mess, and I was like, all right. So I was like, I got to solve this problem, and then it just became about solving problems, and then I figured out
running a business in general, right?
Yeah, exactly. I figured out it'll fit in a cake pan, but I didn't want it to be like, those Mrs. Fields cookies in the mall that are like paper thin and giant.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's go. I found these molds and I got a good size and I baked it. And then I started playing with temperature, and because like 350, like just different temperatures, playing with temperatures. Yeah. I locked in a recipe.
I'm really excited. I thought you were going to tell me all the temperatures and list
every single one,
each one you tried, and the time intervals. Oh,
well, for a minute. See, that's one of my problems. I'll give away
You'll give your whole recipe. Right, I'm like, bro, not the secret sauce. Hold that.
I'll give away the whole cow and the farm, and I'll wave goodbye, and then I'll go, man, why don't I got any money?
Oh, wait. While you're driving away, do you have enough gas in the car too? It's expensive, but I got you covered.
So anyway, I figured it out, and I'm like, cool, this is gonna work. And this was just a standard recipe. And then my whole idea was, I'm gonna take this cookie, I'm gonna put it in a white box, I'm gonna put a sticker on it, and I'm gonna send it out the door, super punk rock.
Yep.
And then I hit Facebook, and I don't know if you guys ever done this recently and gone. Santino has not, because Santino does this shit on his.
I love Facebook.
What I knew, what did I?
But if you go, hey, I need a logo made.
Right. Oh, that.
Oh yeah. No, I do.
Yeah.
What is this weird group of people that like, I make logos and they all look the same, and it's all these different people. They're using this one format.
They're all templates and shit.
Yeah.
Half of them are templates and stuff. It's just people who know how to open a template and change the fucking font and then charge you like $10.
And they were like $99, $100, $200. And I was like, this isn't right. And I was like, nope.
It's same with websites too.
Yeah.
Some people do the same
and that's
shit,
even a template.
Yeah.
So that's where this went. That's where this turned into a real big thing. Because then I was like, I hit up a buddy that has a company called Shortbread Society, and he does shortbreads, which are also, it's like a cookie. And he was also on.
Thanks for explaining.
I didn't know.
Some people don't know.
I really didn't know. I didn't know.
I know.
Was a cookie. I think gingerbread, man.
Now, is anyone else hungry?
I will lube this. I will lube this up. Okay.
Wait, is that the Avion?
No, it's Sincoro.
Oh, Sincoro.
What is that?
Tequila? It's Michael Jordan's tequila.
Why'd you look at me like that?
What?
You don't know what that is? Like, I don't fucking know tequila, bro. Like, don't make me feel weird about it. Yeah, you were like,
my bad.
How dare you?
I literally just got not to deviate, but this is what we do in the show. It's go on random tangents. I think it's the longest we haven't. But it is.
Well, I tell engaging stories.
Have you had key?
What
key?
Or Qui?
I've had keys.
QUI. Derek?
No, I have not.
Oh, I literally just got it. It's one of the. I'm not drinking it now, but I had it before. It's actually really fucking good. The Platinum Extra Añejo or whatever.
Well, if you'd invite me over to do this in person, I'd have a glass with
you.
Dude. So
we'll get you drunk.
This is only
you fucking worry about that.
I don't have trouble getting drunk. I just want to try the good stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Look, of 50 some odd episodes, this is only the third time I think that we've been in the same room for one.
Yes.
This is only the second time in this location.
Yes.
And this is the first time we've done 2 camera setup between the two of us in the same location.
Yes.
Well,
So
I will.
We
I'll
also
tell
did
you
some
this.
butt stuff earlier. And
Oh,
that
all
was
the butt
first
stuff.
time as well.
Yeah.
I'm missing out on all the fun.
All
So
the yeah.
here's the
I
deal.
mean, look.
I will.
Here's what happened, Dane. Everyone
will.
comes for the butt stuff and stays for the podcast afterwards. But we know why they really come here.
I will officially watch an episode when all 3 of you are in the same room.
All 3 of us.
Oh,
you mean
You 2 and your guest.
Oh, well, yeah. So we're working on
see
it.
what you
We're
did
working on it.
there.
I gotta get it set up to where I can add a third input to everything. So
You can
I
do
think
it. We'll figure it out.
I think I have a way to do it.
So I had this punk rock idea. I'm gonna stick a cookie in a box, slap a sticker on.
Nobody
and send
cares.
it
Let's
out.
go back to butt stuff. All right. So no, I'm just kidding.
I actually
All
wait. So, are you still white box, or is there like a skull or fucking that on it? Like,
I'm gonna show you the whole deal in 2 seconds.
okay.
So I hit up this
There's
company
one thing in that design I'm very intimately
I'm
familiar
gonna give
with.
you your credit if you let me
All
finish.
All right. I'm waiting. I'm bated breath. Let's do it.
So I hit up this company in New York called Madonna and Child, and long story short, they helped me bring my idea to life. We sit down and we do these meetings and consulting, and I told them what I wanted my logo to look like, and they hit me back with like 5 templates, and I'd be like, holy shit, this is amazing. I like template 1. They're like, love it. We hand drew it. I'm like, that's awesome.
Okay.
And I was like, because you were mentioning that you liked the logo. So they hand drew that. They added, and then I would move some stuff around, and then like I was like, okay, let's do the website. And then I produced the photo shoot. I mean, I put on my Santino shoes and produced the whole fuck out of this thing. And
so you talked about glass and speeding and let's fucking and use all the jargon and do it 15 more
on me now.
fucking times, even though you got it fucking the first 6.
I did not.
That sounded personal because I don't know.
Here's the deal.
It's not, I'm not even stressed. I'm not
it's
even.
fine. Here's the deal. I'll just ask you to do it until you do it right.
Listen,
Yeah.
look.
That's
all
it.
right. Fuck
That's
you.
it.
Okay, fuck it. All right, let's talk about it. All right, look. First of all, I am, with some exceptions, with some caveats, majority of the time, I am a first few times and done. Like I am. If I can't get it in the first.
The fuck you are.
I knew he was gonna say that. Listen, there's some stuff that I do that's it's above my pay grade. I'm trying to challenge myself.
2 seconds. I'm gonna grab the cookie box. Keep
Keep
working it out.
Right.
With the exception, thank you. We need this. This is necessary. Listen,
work it out, ladies.
With the exception of those, like the times I'm challenging, but like I am, whatever I am doing, I like it. One, I want it to be genuine.
I recorded you.
I know.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
All right, break it up, YouTube. Break it up, YouTube.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you back.
So Madonna and
All right,
Child.
show us the fucking box already, Derek. Shit.
Madonna and Child helped me put this whole thing together.
Oh, that's hard as fuck.
I
like that.
We did.
I've seen it, but I like.
Wait. What's that? It's far. What's that around the
little icons?
Oh yeah,
iconography.
I fuck with that. Yeah, I fuck with that. Who did that? Who did that? You did that?
No. Well, I designed this with Madonna and Child, so this was all in my brain, and they helped me bring it to life.
That's fucking hard.
And then,
no, if I did it would have been better.
Such a dick.
I think.
No, it looks dope. It looks dope.
No,
Santino's jealous of this one.
I'm not jealous of shit. I gave you the best part of this whole design.
I'm getting there.
I know you are.
Okay, wait. All right.
Look, I gotta preface it too. The only reason I keep bringing
take your dick out of your mouth before you say it, though.
I refuse.
Okay.
This feels too good.
Okay.
No, honestly, there's like when we were talking about, because he told me the name of everything, and I thought of this thing, which he'll get to. But it's one of those things that stuck in my head, and I was like, "Damn, that was." Like you're like you should get an award for the quick.
I was good there.
I thought of it on the call.
You gotta brush yourself off.
You know what, Santino? Right. The best part of
waking up is Santino's dick in your cup.
Of what you did for me is I pay it forward to someone else, and like that's how like the world goes round. You know what I mean? Like
facts.
It's one of those things. Hey, there's music on your movies and shit that I played drums on, and
fuck yeah.
Yeah,
where's there's no Derrick Fox on the back of that movie.
Because it was a band, which is actually then
but
Derrick,
you know,
I haven't seen a royalty.
Yeah, no, this Sonny fucking. How's this? Derrick, do you hang on? Wait,
go ahead, air him the fuck out.
Two things. One, talk to Peter. I hired him, and then we did it, and he asked you. I didn't.
Wow, he didn't even fucking ask you.
I'm just saying
I wasn't good enough.
I wanted you to be in the band because we started doing live shows.
Sounds selfish.
And actually, real quick, and this is true. I just realized this. So the only show we did as Rogue Star, right? That's the night I met Dane.
No way.
He played right before us.
And I will tell you this.
You were the fucking drummer
when we played Stairs.
Yeah. And so I'll tell you this. So Santino and Peter were next door recording a song, and they were stuck on something. And they were like, that's when they came over. Like Peter knocked on the door and he's like, "Hey, can you come over and drum?"
Yeah.
And he's
it's because everything was in the box, and we didn't want it to sound like it was in the box. Because it's got the old dirty box.
Because it was already perfect, and it sounded a little too perfect.
Yes.
So we needed somebody to make it.
That's
unperfect.
actually true.
Fuck you.
That's dead ass
cool.
true.
No,
I needed a human.
I know how you are.
Rogue Star is one of the best bands that never.
1,000% agree.
And I'm down whenever
it is still. I don't talk to Peter anymore.
Whenever
Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Answer your shit.
Suck it, Peter.
Yo,
yell through the wall.
He's not even here.
I know, right?
I have not seen him or talked to him in years.
Look, I'm saving up right now so that when I hit a certain point in my bank account, I'm quitting everything and I'm gonna go play drums, even if it's just for myself in front of a mirror.
Yo, look, I'm dead ass serious. If you can get Peter and me, you and him want to do Rogue Star again, I got a bass player, a buddy of mine we can grab in, and fucking I'm ready to roll, dude. That is, and I've said it, I've told my wife this multiple times since that show. That is because I'm still kind of technically in Scarlet Carson. I've been doing that for a long time. A lot of people who watch are fans of Scarlet. That's how I know them and shit. And
what up, Rolo?
A long time, Mariah, a bunch of them, Corinne, you know. Corinne. But shout out everybody, the diehards. But fucking of all the shows I played, one of the most like fun projects like to sing was Rogue Star. For some reason, everything just felt
your voice. You want to know why? Your voice really shined on it, and your voice was the forefront. You know, like I've listened to a lot of your music, and it's all good. So don't take this in any wrong way.
Don't fucking hold on. Don't fucking don't fucking do that. It's not all fucking good. All right. First of all, it's not. I can't readily identify.
I can send you some bad shit, and you'll go.
Thank you. From me?
I mean, nobody's all good. He's gonna be fucking like this the rest of the night.
I'm like, yo, shit that's released out there in the world that's not when I was in high school.
Okay.
No.
Hold on. Pretty good.
This is. I will say this real quick. Just I was for some reason I was kind of zoning out, and I listened to my shit, and I don't typically.
I listen to my shit all the time.
I don't typically do it, but I was like there is something to be said if you can sit back and be like, hey, I've never put anything out into the lexicon that was trash. Like even if I go back to it years and years later, like that's
I absolutely have
that from you.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying in comparison, they're like you see some of this stuff out here, and you're like, that person recorded that. You know what I'm saying? Like
I've done that.
Santino's worst shit is still like. Listen,
better than
not high
it's not
my high school
shit. And well, it's a lot of it too is the comparison. So if your worst shit when you were starting out is still better than the majority of people that are starting out,
it wasn't. It genuinely wasn't. No.
Okay, but anyway,
I don't know. Maybe to me, it wasn't.
Let's move forward. The thing about Rogue Star.
Don't you tell me what to do, Derrick.
The thing about Rogue Star is that you were writing from a very different place. And when you were singing, I mean, it was so organic, you know.
So that's the thing, right? So that's the word. Like, I actually the second time I've had that is the new stuff we're doing now.
Love it.
All the shit that I'm producing the instrumentals for. But there was something about, and I'm going to give credit where credit's fucking due. Where Peter would write, because I gave him like a style. right?
Yeah.
And I gave him this, like, here are all the details of this thing I want, but that was it. I just kind of gave him like guidelines because we were scoring the movie. It's how the whole thing started. I just wanted music. I said if the instrument hasn't been in like an Aerosmith or a Rolling Stone song, I don't want it. And if it doesn't sound like it belongs in there, I don't want it. And then it was just sort of this little slightly heavier variant of all that came together. And every time he sent me something, it was only supposed to be an instrumental. Right, like the shit wasn't supposed to have vocals on it. It was supposed to be just be in the fucking movie. And he would send it to me, and I was like, "Fuck!"
I would sing something on it.
I just needed to put vocals over it. So I was like, "All right, let's make it," because there were so many songs.
Yeah, but see,
what
you're not alluding to is that you were in this place where you were meeting who is now your wife, and
you were falling in love.
That was after.
It was because
when I wrote everything. The movie was already out or coming out when we were doing festivals and stuff. The score was done, so I was actually living with Peter and then just moved to Hollywood, but my wife wasn't there yet.
I know she wasn't there
when we did the show. She was.
When you guys were talking, because we had that song, we had that song that you wrote that's like about her and stuff.
That was so that was at the tail end of it. Yeah, and that song never came out, and that's one of the best things I've ever written.
That song, one day has to fucking come
Hello,
out.
puppet.
I'm incredibly proud of her.
Let's see,
as a human being.
That song has to come
the fuck on.
Say. Oh,
I am disappointed. I am disappointed.
Like,
it's because Katie's in there distracting her. That's what it is.
So, if you watch the show regularly, you'd know when he says "Hello, puppet," my wife,
"Hello, puppet,"
she'll randomly run into the room.
Hurt. I am emotional
damage. Anyway, so. No, but you're right. And when I was
you were writing from a very lovely place.
The tail end of that is when we did that song, and I that needs to come out at some point. And if I had talked to Peter at all, that and Reaper, both of those fucking songs don't exist anywhere.
Yeah,
I will say that
when they do, I want credit because you know what's funny. What's funny is the whole time I was in my band Later Days, I never had my name registered to BMI, and And
how do you get paid?
Well, like we weren't making money off of radio or streams anywhere, anything. All of our money was made from live concerts and selling CDs by hand because we were unsigned. But then we landed some music, and it's because of my hustle. Nice. I got us a
toot motherfucker.
I got us a connection with Bunham and Murray. And I got us music on the Kardashians, the Real World, and our singer was getting royalties, and none of us were.
See, no, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
That's just bad business.
Well, it's because we didn't know what we were doing.
Well, did he write everything?
Well, he wrote. We wrote together.
Songwriters is what you get royalties for.
Well, hold on. He wrote the lyrics. And him and our guitar player wrote melodies together. He would write a lot of the melodies, but then we would all get together and write the song. So, it's
a collaborative effort.
It's a collaborative effort. I worked on these songs, but then, so I went back later and I registered my BMI and I registered as an individual and put in all the credits that I've worked on.
BMI.
And now I start getting royalties from all these shows.
Yep.
It's hilarious.
Absolutely.
Because they do it. Shout out
run reruns.
BMI does a really good job of like collecting all that shit for you, even if you're not really aware of how to.
You need to.
What sucks is I'm not getting the back. I'm not getting the back royalties. That's the
right.
If you weren't registered, they don't give a shit.
But that's fine. So let's get that song registered and let's blow that song up because that song's fucking deep. It's heavy. It's got a great story. It's got a great story.
It's not up to me. It's Peter. So
why is it up to Peter?
Because he's the one he's the fucking guy who did all the music for it.
Yeah, but you wrote the lyrics.
I wrote the lyrics and vocals and shit. He wrote the music.
The drums.
And but he has the session, the whole thing. Like I couldn't.
Okay, I'll knock on his door. We'll get it.
Go talk to him. He don't talk to me. I haven't talked to him since let's not get in.
Hey, real quick,
this conversation's about to get a little.
Hold on, real quick.
I don't want to air out everyone's on.
Real quick, Derrick. How? I'm not saying like in the winter, but like if it's hot, how low do your balls hang? Out of general curiosity.
Well, they don't.
I mean, I was waiting the whole time to ask.
Listen to me. Mine's sticking to my right knee right now.
They hang and they don't hang past the head.
Good. Do you free ball? Because here's what I heard. I heard this shit when I was like in fucking high school that if you free ball, it's way fucking worse for you when you get older. Because
I heard that too.
That's like chicks who don't wear bras, but it's not true though.
I also
it's a bra thing. It's not true.
Okay.
I also heard a podcast the other day where they were talking about being in Africa with a tribe and they don't wear anything and their dicks hang really, really far.
Really?
And
gravity.
And that's what they said. They were like, see the women, their breasts hang really far.
So then what's your okay, wait. But that begs the question. Now we're getting into something else. Because what's your hard on look like? Because you might windsock because you let that bitch hang out.
Windsock.
You know what I'm saying? Because you let it hang out all day. But that doesn't mean that when it's time to do damage, it's filling that space, right?
Yeah, see,
sexual damage.
I know we want. I want to get back to the cookie for everyone that's listening, but I will let everyone know that
more cookie.
You know, like.
But you don't want to talk about your windsock anymore?
I'm definitely a grower.
Oh, I'm a grower, not a shower.
It depends on my day.
But on some days, I'm with you. On some
days, it doesn't depend on the day. It depends on temperature. Mostly.
Yes, no. Some days,
I assume is what it is.
I remember being straight in Chicago wind, so I'm built. I'm built for
We're talking about genetics here, bro. You got what we don't got.
This motherfucker windsocking all day normally.
It's just,
Now my balls, on the other hand.
Let me tell you, sir.
Like this is a weird like sandbagged flex. You're like, I'm gonna be the guy in the room that talks about
it. Looks like a sandbag.
Let me bring up dicks real quick.
All right,
welcome to the show, by the way.
Speaking of ball sacks, can we see the rest of the Epic Mega Cookie Company?
Epic Mega Cookie Company. Let's go.
The thing about punk rock is punk rock is do what you want, right? So with this cookie, I take everything in the punk rock route. I'm like, if I want to make this flavor, I'm gonna make it. If I only want to sell 50 of them, I'm only selling 50 of them. Like. Everyone that's a fan and wants to get this cookie, they're at the mercy of punk rock, and because this is from like a place of love.
Yeah.
Now with punk rock, you guys know that
and economy.
I don't even care. I'll lose on this cookie and have fun with it because it's all about fun. This is a side gig, and I've lost on it so far, and I'm having a blast. And everyone
that has not been my experience with things that are not music and film.
And everyone that loves it, I have huge, like, the following's crazy. It's so great. But like, so with punk rock, there's this underlying love for aliens, right? Do you guys know about this?
Fair enough. What?
No.
Like Blink, like what's his name from Blink? Like that whole
Tom, like
that's pop punk.
Okay, whatever.
Motherfucker. Like what?
No, it's not.
All right, well,
slow down. Okay, we got to get here.
So, that's like saying all rock is the same.
All right, misfit.
So, I'm just saying the Beatles and like Shinedown are not the same.
Fair enough. You're right.
Not at all.
It's rock music.
In the pop punk community where I originated from, aliens are a thing.
Yes, that's fair.
So when you open up the box, you get this.
Oh, that's dope.
You gotta do
I like that.
The fucking no. When Derek, when you get to a point and this grows, right? You need to add that little fucking Halloween sound effect. Yeah,
the little whistle.
No, I'm actually gonna get to a point. I'm gonna get to a point where the little alien dude. Every flavor will have its own box, and the box will be themed to the flavor.
That's cool.
Nice.
The alien,
that's a good idea.
Like for instance, I have a cookie that's going to come out in October with baseball. That's a ballpark cookie, and it's got peanuts and Cracker Jacks and bacon fat. And
have you figured out the ballpark flavor of it yet?
You're fucking dumb.
You're dumb. That was dumb.
Fuck
you. What? But then, I was talking about balls. I couldn't help myself.
I was having a conversation with Santino about this because before I found Madonna and Child, I was trying to enlist Santino, but he was very busy. But there's a little
Sorry about that.
Sorry, man.
There's a little Easter egg, and he gave me this Easter egg when I told him I wanted
Easter egg, bitch. This shit is brilliant.
Yeah, but
it's a bunny.
Hey, take your dick out of your mouth. I want to hear the story. Shut up. Go.
But like with a Tesla, which is brilliant, there's a lot of Easter eggs. So I'm recognizing the brilliance. The company's called Epic Mega Cookie Co. And Santino was like, oh, EMC squared.
Oh, you fucking fuck.
Epic Mega Cookie Co.
Yeah, no, that's dope.
MC squared.
Yeah,
and so on the bottom of the box, when you flip it over.
All right, I'll give you that. That's fucking hard as shit.
Dude.
It's hard.
I came up with it on the call, and I felt so good about it. I was like, shit, now I wish I was doing
dope.
Like
I put my lightning
really
bolt.
Cookie Co. It's square.
That doesn't listen to me.
Haters with the fucking
dude. How often does someone present you with something where you can use that specific
hard.
You know what
equation?
It was a dad joke that landed.
Yeah, it was pretty much it. Yeah, that sounds right.
To be let's not pretend all my dad jokes don't land.
So Madonna and Child hit me with these. Madonna and Child hit me with a bunch of options. They hit me with this box, and then they hit me with this box, which is pink and black. And then inside, there's the website epicmegacookie.com, and then this is our celebration box.
Nice.
So this party,
nice.
Celebrate, congrats, and then it also has the EMC on the bottom. That's for the birthday cookie. So when you or any celebration,
he gave you that one. That was that you should have charged for that shit. That was good.
In fairness, I gave him drums. I didn't charge him for.
There you go. Wow, sir.
The difference being here is that you're going to make way more money off of one thing than I did. Well, let's not get into that on public.
But wait. But that's the way the cookie
money.
crumbles. I could do it too.
Santino does it without the weight. Though.
That's true.
For everyone in the room, yes.
There's no way. All the weight is right here, and that's it.
So it's been cool. It's been a good ride. I'm excited to have a product to sell post MasterChef. MasterChef changed everything. I mean, I was playing drums from gig to gig because our band Later Days fell apart. Before I met Santino, I was playing with a pop group called Sid Youth. We were opening up for Fifth Harmony, Jason Derulo. We were playing Wango Tango. We were playing.
How long have you been a drummer?
I started playing drums. So technically now it's like 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
But I actually have to knock off
drums.
I got to knock off the last year and a half because I've been so busy cooking. I haven't played drums in the last year and a half, and it's the saddest thing I'll ever say.
Dude,
has it been that long?
Top of quarantine, I did a little Paramore video, playing one of Paramore songs. What?
Crush. I love Paramore. I was a Paramore fucking fan. I fucking fucked
Paramore is dope.
Did
you guys know Paramore is like super assembled? They were. I don't know that.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Well, Haley's the only one signed to Atlantic.
Really?
Haley was signed actually
to Atlantic, and then they put the band together.
First. Sony,
really?
It was Sony. It was
I didn't
Sony.
fucking know that.
Well,
Sony,
but
Sony
it's
put
one
them
of the
together.
Down.
Sony put them together. Well, Sony said we'll sign you to a deal, and they said go find a band.
Yeah.
And she went and found a band and started writing songs. And then they put them on Warped Tour Hurley stage, and in the middle of the tour, they already had it planned. They bumped her up to main stage, and then they did all this press release like Paramore's killing it. They bumped up the main stage. It was like, no, that wasn't the plan.
You did that shit on purpose.
Smart though,
but it's smart. That's shrewd.
It was smart, but she fucked the band members that were actually writing shit, and the drummer and the guitar player bounced.
Yeah. But it's that's the thing though. It's like Shine Down too, where Brent was the only one signed to the label, build a band around it. They gave him a development deal or whatever the fuck. Like here, you're the your talent. We want to sign, build something around it, give us a product basically. And I read that whole thing with the guitar players at Paramore. I don't know enough about it, but it's
honestly it all sucks. It all sucks. The music business sucks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Facts. Actual and factual.
Yeah.
I love playing drums. I'm glad that I made it into the food business. But what's really fun about the food business is everything I learned in the music business, I've applied to the food business. And reaped major benefits.
I've said that on this show about when I made the movie too. Like when I was on set, people were asking me like what film school and shit I went to, and I was like, dude, I've been in bands my whole life. Like all this shit is applicable to so many other things.
But you're a different case though too, because there's a lot of things that you've like a lot of. Oh, I'm gonna do this. There's a lot of knowledge that you've accumulated that I feel like.
I'm like, which way is this going? Which way is this going, Derek?
Had you not have had to scrape yourself up from whatever obscurity bottom, whatever you want to call it, like you would not have amassed that level of knowledge to know, like, because like nobody knows this. Well, you might know this, but whatever. Like, if I need to know what lens do I need? What fucking how do I shoot this? What is this? Oh, it's like this.
Yeah, Santino knows that knowledge.
If you don't go to school for that, there's only one way that you're gonna learn all of that shit, and it's by trying it, failing at it, and fucking trying it.
Well, exactly. So
facts. And so let me jump in real quick since I'm the guest on this show.
Fair enough.
Failure does make monsters in the best fucking way, because when you have the balls to go fail, and I've said this more now than ever, failing's easy. Success is the hard part.
Yes.
And if you want to be successful, you got to go fail.
Get used to it. Sit down, make yourself comfortable.
The background of my phone right now, I heard this quote. I forget who said it, but it's ever tried, ever failed. No matter, try again, fail better.
Yeah, you just got to keep failing better.
And that has been like my fucking mantra.
Honestly, when you're at the top, I mean, I was just watching American Idol today, and Lionel Richie is like, we still feel this way. We're just famous, you know. Like, they're still scared to fail.
Yeah.
Wow. That is a fucking that right there. That's the moment. Keep that.
Yeah.
Well, I think
so. Timestamp that shit. Fucking
write it down.
but that's the thing. Failing's easy. You know, it's easy to go out and try, but it's when you fail and get back up again and try again and fail again, and then when you take all those lessons, which is what I did with the music, and I know Santino's done it, and applied it to something else, you look really successful really quick.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that part happening.
Yeah,
no, dude, bully is.
Look, I've had my and Dana and I.
Let me give you a compliment. Bully is dope.
Nice.
Thank you.
And
I've told him
for your first feature, like
motherfucker.
That's
nigga. Listen, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Katie actually told me this shit the other day. She was like, oh, he's really good at this. Blah blah. Why doesn't he do this more? And I'm like, well, you know, it's industry
costs a lot of money.
Network costs a lot of money. And I'm like, and she's like, yeah, but like he's done a movie. And I'm like, yes, he's done a movie.
See, and that's where the public doesn't know. You got to manipulate the public, and
let that shit be. That's Bully, motherfuckers. If y'all ain't seen Bully, it's on Amazon right fucking now. Super easy.
Voodoo,
fucking
Crackle, whatever shit. Yeah,
fucking.
It's got me on the drums.
Him on the drums.
That's it, man. Chef Derrick Fox on the beats.
But if enough of y'all motherfuckers go watch that one, I'll be in the second one. I bet you that shit.
We're working on the next one.
Are you doing another Bully?
What's that?
Are you doing another Bully?
No, the next one. Well, the one we're working on right now, if it ends up being the next film that gets made, is Not So Wise Guys, which is actually the first concept. We had that.
You heard it here first, folks.
I saw your dad post about. Okay, let me ask you a question, Santino.
Oh wow, this is new.
Yeah, go.
8 inches, 8.5 on a good day.
I wish.
I know it's not that.
He said, "I know it. Please don't let it be that." Go. Question.
You and your dad did Bully together. You guys worked together. You have a solid relationship, at least from what I've seen. But how are you guys so polar opposites on the political stage?
Good question.
How do you do it? How do you manage that?
If you'd have seen the headspace that his dad put him in the other day when I came over here, answer the question. I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
So and my wife is and my immediate family are the only people privy to this, because like I figured this out somewhere in my early days of being in bands. I can disagree with you on something, but we can still figure out the rest of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and
Okay.
that's
good.
that's a fucking skill that I don't think anyone's born with because you're
No,
like,
you got to be out on the road. You
I'm
got to be out on the
combative.
road and travel. You got to be out on the road and travel. And
Well,
learn
yeah, I'm
that.
not even just like just be stuck in a fucking room with a bunch of people trying to do the same thing, you know, and then but then realize like, all right, we all have this common goal, but then like once we step away from our instruments or the stage or the practice room, like what do we have in fucking common? Sometimes it's maybe nothing. Like, and yet you're still one of my closest friends because we're around each other all the time and we're all working towards this thing. So, you know, we're on the same bus, all trying to make it go to the same direction, yada yada. So I kind of figured that out at a young age, and I was like, all right, so I can compartmentalize some aspects of relationships with people.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, most things don't get
thing.
me as fired up as politics do, because now you're
his voice goes up really high.
It does,
He starts talking really fast. It's like, here goes Teeter.
Your dad pulls no punches on Facebook. Like I'm
Neither
friends
of
with
us.
your dad
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Do I follow
Neither
your?
of
I think
us do.
I think I follow your dad.
probably.
I think I don't see his stuff doesn't populate.
He doesn't post much about it. He tends to respond to my stuff more than he posts his own stuff. My dad's not big on social media to begin with.
Wait, that's some such fatherly.
Yeah.
Fuck that! You're my kid. I'm gonna drag you if I want.
And we talk. Here's the thing, though. It's like
it's
not even. He'll just say some shit, right? Because it's not because he's doing it because like he thinks it's gonna get under my skin.
But it's just genuinely
he's saying because he actually fucking believes it, and that is the part that bothers me. Because he'll say something like, and now for those like, I'm not getting super new. I'm obviously very liberal. I'm more of a progressive. I'm not. I've never been a capital
shot
G
full
Democrat.
of holes.
Listen to my fucking lyrics and shit. Yeah, like you know.
Yeah.
But so suffice it to say,
So,
he and I differ dramatically, so you can make assumptions based on that.
Yeah. I mean, so since you've known me, I mean, I've taken a political stand too on Facebook and stuff. I mean, like on July 4th. Well, I mean, look, on like July 4th, 2019 or 2020, I mean, I just straight up posted on Instagram, fuck Donald Trump, you know, like
we wrote a song.
We wrote a whole song called Little Baby Bunker Bitch.
Little Baby Bunker Bitch.
And I heard it. I heard it. But
that's how this
I liked it, but it's not as good as Macklemore's fuck Donald Trump.
I will hurt you. I will hurt you.
Fuck Macklemore. Sorry.
No.
I like Mac.
I don't like Macklemore. I don't fucking like Macklemore.
I like
I'm
Mac.
sorry. I like Ryan Lewis. Ryan Lewis is
I like both of them. I saw them.
Fuck out of here.
They were great.
Do it better. If you're gonna appropriate better.
Derrick, you know,
if he's considered appropriating, he's actually doing it really well. I think he's got.
I can't argue with that.
I can.
I'm
not gonna, but I can.
Crushes his white claw. No, listen. Hold on. I've seen Prince live. I've seen.
Lucky you.
I got in the Prince show was fucking dope. I was front row. I went with a lawyer from.
Legit, that's kind of fucking amazing. Legit.
It was amazing. And
you're on a stage with me, and you're worried about Prince.
First of all, shut your fucking mouth. That's the purple one. Sit down, sir.
I'm already sitting.
Okay.
And Macklemore is a very close number 2 live.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Mac is great live. I've seen Mac live.
I want to go on record to anyone who follows me, anyone who knows. Fuck that shit. I would never in a million years put Macklemore a close second to Prince.
I'm talking live. I'm not talking about quality of music. I'm talking live.
You're allowed to say whatever you want, Derrick. Don't let him pressure you.
Wait a fucking minute. I've seen The Roots. I've seen fucking Michael Jackson live. I saw this. I was at the fucking Thriller show when I was a little baby. But I remember it. Yeah, it was. It was the first show I ever saw.
Dane.
He just dated himself.
Here's the deal, Dane. When Macklemore comes back to LA, I will take you.
I'm in.
I didn't invite you to San Diego.
I'm going anyway.
First of all, this is about you.
I love Mac.
Look, all right.
I saw Mac at Roseland back in New York. He was awesome.
I'll level with you. When he first blew on the scene, I was like, oh,
the heist.
I fuck with it. What pissed me, you know what? Actually, I feel like this. My real issue was more with the way the industry treated his message than it was specifically with him.
Yeah, but he addressed that. You got to go listen. Have you listened to his song "White Privilege"?
I did. Yeah. I listened to "White Privilege," and it was a good effort. But the problem was that he was so deep. he was so deep in it at that point that like you're still reaping the benefits, even though you're calling attention to the low key injustice. But whatever. I mean,
hang on.
I think
he has no. All right, Derrick first.
Go, Derrick. Derrick's a guest.
I think because I mean I've listened to him a lot. I don't think he was going with that song as a way of what did you just
alleviating
say?
Okay.
I think what he was doing with that song was trying to say, hey, look, there's a lot of perspectives here. And we're not going to solve it in one night and with one song.
Fair enough.
He's not trying to solve it in one song.
Yes.
What he's trying to say is he's aware that there's a lot of perspectives and there's a lot of weight on him because he's a white guy in a black industry and succeeding, and he feels bad about it. Yeah. And he wants to address it.
Yeah.
And he's trying to give perspective. And, you know, I mean, I'll put it like this. Like, I didn't know, like, the house is on fire metaphor until it was for Macklemore. And I say that because two reasons. One, like, I never heard that analogy. And two, when I did hear it, I rewound it and listened to it again. And it wasn't Macklemore saying it. He actually had a guy that was a black professor's voiceover saying the analogy. And I listened to it again, and I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. But
yes. So I would say there's you don't got to give him any credit or anything, but I would say another white guy having a conversation opened my eyes further.
Fair enough. I'll give you that because there are a lot of other white artists that reap the same benefit that didn't even pay it any mind.
Most of them
that then went so far as to start to disrespect other forefathers of the culture and of the genre.
That happen? I got as a person who could probably be called out for similar things, minus the massive level of success the artists you're referring to have had, because that's really the only fucking difference is that I started doing hip hop.
There's a lot of difference because
I mean I say shit lyrically that I think is a little more on the fucking nose and less roundabout. I'm a bit more direct with some of the stuff I say. There's no misinterpreting half the things that I fucking say. Because we're straightforward about a lot of it.
Yes,
more
we
so
are.
than some people.
Listen to Shot Full of Holes if you haven't yet already. It's streaming now on all platforms.
Or Little Baby Bunker Bitch.
Or Little Baby Bunker Bitch.
Feeling it. But like, as I have to say, there's really not a lot of times I can think of where it's like, well, you have to constantly be mindful of the roots of the thing you do, other than if you're a white dude in hip hop. Because, like, I don't fucking know what artists from what country invented what film techniques I used and stuff like that.
That's where, like,
I understand why.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So there's not a lot of times where that's even a fucking thing.
Well,
so for someone to go out of their way to try and at least make good and acknowledge and then make it a thing beyond using the art form,
hey, commendable, but also that conversation should be had a lot more frequently than even when it's in regards to hip hop, in my opinion.
Sorry, so
I think that's what Macklemore's trying to do.
Yes, open up a dialogue. Okay?
All right, hang on. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna cancel myself right now. I've had enough to drink. I don't care. I'm comfortable enough with everybody in this
I love
conversation.
I'm not gonna cancel you.
I'm just gonna fucking say this. Like when me growing up, like I grew up when I was 13, whatever, maybe 12 or some shit when Eminem's record came out. Right? So it was like 2000.
You were about 11 or 12.
I was a kid. I was a child pre-high school when Eminem's first record came out. Right? Okay. So I grew up listening to fucking a bunch, rock bands, Slipknot, who the fuck ever. And then as far as like hip hop went, like my two favorite were DMX.
Nice.
And Eminem.
R.I.P. by the way.
R.I.P. DMX. My two favorite.
Hey, who lubed up your ears before you heard those? You want me to tell you?
Say it.
No, for me.
No, say it.
Yeah. Beastie Boys.
Yeah. No. Wait a minute. Wait.
No, what I'm saying.
Eminem?
Hold on. What I'm saying is Beastie Boys
That's not. Hang on. That's not the I know what you're
What
about.
I'm saying is Beastie Boys lubed up white boys' ears before we heard
and so did
Eminem.
Vanilla
That was all you had.
technically,
But that was all you.
like,
Yeah, that was
all
all
we knew. That was all we
that's
had.
Not, that's not. Hang on. That's not.
But
the
I'm
point.
saying
That's not the point I'm making.
we weren't.
I'm not talking about the people who carved. Look, first off, that conversation is like, yeah, definitely white people trying to co-opt a thing that was working and getting popular and all that because there was no one in the space. That's obviously what was happening.
Same with rock and roll.
Well, like all music, and that is like no. I mean, I don't fucking know. Like, I'm just saying. Yes. This is why I said this is probably not the smartest thing I'll fucking say on the show. And we've said some dumb shit.
Let's fucking do it.
I'm just gonna say.
I'm not scared.
You shouldn't be. Like when I was growing up, listening to M and listening to DMX and stuff, like I didn't give a fuck who was white or black or anything. I just heard shit and I was like, this is fucking cool. I like this.
But the industry knew that.
Well, hang on. No, a bunch of older dudes running the industry knew
that's
that.
What I'm saying.
Yeah. Now fast forward 10 fucking years when I could have like some semblance of understanding of the world and know what's going on. I grew up not giving a shit about that part of it. I grew up in mixed schools, in mixed neighborhoods. Like I'm not saying I don't see color. I understand there's
please,
I'm not gonna fucking say
never
that.
be
I'm
sitting next to me and say I don't.
But when I listen
color.
to music and shit, there's been multiple times I've heard artists and I'm like, oh, that guy's this, and then I've been fucking wrong, like full on wrong. Right. So it really doesn't fucking in this part, like it doesn't fucking matter to me. If I like the fucking music, I like the fucking music.
Fair enough.
I just liked hip hop. I didn't even want to get into it. I actually only got into it because of my cousin who passed away and we found his last lyrics. I've said this thing on here, blah blah blah. There was a whole fucking sob story.
Whatever. By the way, we should do a thing where we talk about that a little bit more.
I would love to. But anyway, what I'm getting at is like when I got into it, it wasn't until after the band when I was like started doing shows in New York and I was like, oh, Race is an actual fucking like if you're a hip hop artist doing it.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, like some part of me when I see someone like Mac or anyone who actually makes it successful in hip hop, I'm like, I know personally how uncomfortable it is to show up at all the places you play hip hop in a fucking major city when everyone looking at you like, what the fuck are you doing here?
I think
and then to make it as well. And
I think that whenever I see, and I'm sorry, I have to say this or I'm going to be remiss. When I see any black artists like make it to that level, I'm like, oh shit, it has to be super fucking uncomfortable. I know there was a lot of people that didn't want to listen to. I remember when I was first starting out rapping and like I went to Vegas and I'm like, how come they don't play fucking trap and what was the early parts of drill in this at this pool?
There,
and now they fucking do.
It all
like
took
it
time.
Used to be nothing.
It all took
but
time.
Like house and but it like it slowly. Now it's like all you fucking hear, and I'm like, oh shit.
And then mind you, all right. So while that could be looked at as like it was like a culture thing, or it was because of the people who made this music, it wasn't in this space. But like I grew up in heavy music.
Yeah.
And it's a similar thing where it's like nobody like heavy music wasn't fucking mainstream. The shit that I listened to growing up wasn't mainstream. You wouldn't
until it was when Korn. I mean,
no, I'm talking fucking. I'm talking like heavier.
Heavier. Okay.
Yeah.
Heavier hardcore or heavier
like fucking I don't know, dude. Pick anyone who doesn't have a single on TRL. Like the
Cradle of Filth.
Absolutely, at
Cradle
the time.
of Filth was pretty
Cradle
funny.
of Filth was dope.
I fucking miss Cradle of Filth.
But I'm saying,
and her.
But you remember
him. Sorry.
But I'm saying hers the movie was Joaquin Phoenix and Scarlett Johansson is.
Got it.
All right, anyway, so fucking. What I'm saying is like watching heavy music. I mean, I like not even. I started. I was like metalcore when that was coming up.
Yeah,
like fucking Unearth and shit, and then some of the more no, like I'm talking heavier shit.
Heavier
like
than that?
I was in a band that basically sounded like at one point we merged into. We went from nu metal to sounding like fucking Ion Dissonance and Dillinger Escape Plan and stuff. Like it was math metal. But I'm saying like all that's
metal.
It was, but like that genre, like now and then it turned into like djent kind of.
Yeah,
it sort of morphed into it, and then before you knew it, like that was in like fucking video games and shit.
Yeah.
Like that genre, it was one of those things that became more prevalent in places you never expected.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing
about the same thing and the different variations of.
Derek, what's the thing about?
It just took time.
Here's the thing about music though is like music is one of those things where, I mean, you listen to Snoop Dogg talk about East Coast versus West Coast, and he was like, it was this political propaganda that wasn't really real.
Yeah,
and he squashed it. The thing about music is when you're making it, when you're doing it, it's coming from inside, and all of our insides are the same, right?
Right.
So it gets weird because it's like the world is all functioning one way, and there's all this political shit, and then you got artists, and
they're just trying to talk about their experience.
They're just trying to relay.
But to be fair,
and to help too.
External forces do influence the music you make.
Money.
No, not even just that. I'm saying your experiences, the things you're exposed to as an artist will influence the art that you make. Had I not listened to a lot of the music that I listened to because of whatever reasons they came about, I might not be doing what I do now the way I do it.
Right.
And that's just so. And this is just not to hijack.
Can I say that?
Derrick,
I'm glad you do.
Thanks, man. Likewise. And,
but
look,
I've had
the great fortune of working with everyone in this conversation multiple times, and I'm quite fortunate to be working with talented motherfuckers all the time. So
I think what I can say is one, we're not gonna solve any race issues tonight
on this podcast.
I don't know about you. I'm pretty sure we just fixed racial
First of
inequality.
all, there is no more racism.
It's gone.
Done.
Obviously, because Obama was president.
You're welcome.
Thank Joe Biden.
But I think God.
Gross.
But I think I can say is that I think all three of us are on the right side of history, and
yes, and
definitely working towards just a more positive, loving future. But I can't say
I know what you're talking about. I don't even like your ass. So.
I've watched some of the wokeness this year just get too woke.
Yeah.
Dane, do you ever feel at sometimes you're like, that's not what we want. That's not what we're doing.
Oh, all the fucking time. When they changed fucking I think it was Uncle Ben's rice or some shit.
That was the dumbest shit.
It's not gonna be Uncle Ben's anymore. See, we get it. The
racism cure.
Yes, no, it's all this
But that's all
all
just pandering. I'm talking about
take this because it's gonna help us market this the right way. It's that wasn't the goal.
That's the shit the opposition will laser focus on too. Like the cat and hat shit, Eminem, the fucking Dr. Seuss books,
the Eminem girl,
and the Eminem thing, dumb shit. No one actually fucking cares about.
No one said that. We don't fucking care. No one.
Did you all see that white lady that's she's super redneck and she's she goes on this rant. She's like, there's Facebook pages and Airbnb pages, and they're raising money in Ukraine. People are booking nights so that people can get money in Ukraine. And there's people here in America that are going, that's fucked up. You should take care of your own country. And it's the same fucking people that say, all lives matter.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, all lives don't matter because if they don't matter in Ukraine, then and she's like, so what the fuck is it, motherfucker?
Wow,
dude, do all lives matter?
Yeah, send me that because I will re-fucking post it.
Let's just call it what it is. If the capital R Republicans, the neocons these days, was whatever the fuck got hijacked, the Trumpers and all that shit. Their entire flag is just the word hypocrisy.
Yeah.
That's all the fuck it is. It's all double speak, and it's just because they will take whatever is fucking shoveled into their mouths as the truth or of the moment. And even fucking I was watching something the other day where they're talking with it was Colbert. He was talking to one of the former ambassadors to Russia, and they were talking about the messaging and the way it's received in Russia. Because not everybody's like the United States, right? There's a polarization there.
They have a dictatorship and they have state-run media.
Yeah, which is very much like Fox here, except it's not state-run, but it's so intertwined with the Republican Party that the messaging is the same. But real quick, as I say, in Russia, it's the commonality to the way it looks here is that you have basically uneducated, lower class, people who are buying all the shit that the state-run media is telling them, and they're
say rednecks, weren't you?
No, I was gonna say regos.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't. That's not really. That doesn't really make fucking sense. So, but regular, get away from me, you pawns.
Can't wait till
music video reference.
Anyway,
but yeah, and then the people who are college educated or more well off or whatever the fuck who pay attention, they're like, no, stay the fuck out of Ukraine. What are you doing? We shouldn't be doing this. Putin's nonsense is all obviously a facade.
Right.
And then here you have the same exact fucking problem. And it just goes to show that the playbook works everywhere.
Oh yeah.
The same bullshit works everywhere.
What's super maddening
if you're fucking
when
dumb, you're dumb.
What's super maddening
God damn it.
is when you look at like the implementation of some of these strategies, you know for a fact that it was derived from the way that Trump did a lot of what he did.
He's not
when
even
he was
the first one to do this shit.
Yeah.
The playbook's been the playbook.
Yeah, but look,
the playbook's been the fucking playbook.
And here's
it
the
just
problem.
became more effective.
That's what I was trying to say is like the
Did we get dumber?
being too woke is also still a problem because like you look at Biden's fucking up right now too.
A lot.
Yeah,
not greatly. Not doing a great job. Not really.
I mean, there's some stuff I'm like, what?
Why? For what? No,
but
like, what does that have to do?
But like, what could like? All right, so you got Manchin and Cinema fucking up all the bills and stuff that we were trying to pass because the conversation would be totally different had some of these things passed.
Yeah, that's true too.
If you told me we had a massive infrastructure bill get pushed through,
I know I don't like paying $7 a fucking gallon for gas.
Well, look, let me.
I know.
Okay, so let's roll it back. Let's roll it back real quick. This Build Back Better bill, you know. It's an insane amount of pages. It's a super Republican move to stack all these pages, and they're sliding shit in there. Yeah. And the reason I don't trust it is hold on. And the reason I don't trust it is because Biden gets up there and says GM's leading in EV sales, and they sold 26 EVs in the first quarter.
Oh no, Tesla's leading,
and Tesla sells 400,000.
Yeah.
And Tesla builds them all here in America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're lying straight to our face, and I know that
He's
because
also a little old.
He's so
fucking old.
Oh, he was the last person running on the Democratic ticket that I wanted to get the nomination.
And look,
nobody wanted Joe Biden. We just would do anything to get rid of Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Let's call it what it is.
Yeah,
right. But that was a plan, and that was set up by Russia and China. They manipulated our social media to get that. They wanted to get Biden because Biden's weak, and we are in such debt to China that we can't even stop Russia right now. Because if we went after Russia and if we weren't in debt to China, Russia makes this move, we fly in, we airstrike Russia, we blow them
I don't know that that's necessarily
Hold on,
true.
let me finish. If we weren't in debt to China, we would stop Russia, but we can't because
I don't agree with
we owe China money, and if we didn't, we would stop Russia, but we can't stop Russia because then China will come after us.
Well, that's not necessarily true because we also can't stop Russia because
they have nukes.
They have nukes, but also
look, but who nukes who first?
Quite a bit of our energy.
Russia's
we can do without, but it's not
Russia's
great.
Russia's tanks are from the 40s. We could have stopped them.
It doesn't matter.
Hold on.
Hang on. Wait. But Putin has actually invested a fair amount in other things. The ground troop shit, infantry and stuff. Clearly, where he's let it.
China had this plan. Look at this. You ready for this bit of
information?
The
tires, I guess, on the fucking.
Ready for this bit of information? Yeah. China knew that we would sanction Russia and stop buying their oil, and now China's buying all of Russia's oil at 10 cents on the dollar.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
That doesn't fucking look. I'm not gas prices and all this shit. The fluctuations of like.
Why have we gone to any war?
None of this shit. We shouldn't even be fucking focusing on that crap anymore. We should have moved away.
Everyone should be listening to Elon Musk.
Now, this comes again. We should be moving towards green energy, and this comes back to two fucking people in the Democratic Party holding up bills that would have moved us closer to that goal than anything else that's been put forward by anyone sitting in the office of the presidency since fucking my entire goddamn lifetime.
Yeah,
I know. So I'm just saying. Here's
the play though. They get China's buying all this oil from Russia now, right?
Yeah.
And so
we go to Saudi Arabia and possibly Iran if we
which also hilarious. By the way.
I mean, we've been doing this bullshit anyway, and we have the fucking pipelines here we could turn on if it came down to it. Like it's just
and Elon Musk is calling for it.
Hey, look, I get it.
Elon Musk, the guy that owns the biggest EV company in the fucking planet.
Elon's also, he's
Elon Musk.
He's Elon Musk. Yeah.
No, he's smart. He understands that these regulations are holding shit back. Look, China
There's a mix. There's a
The
mixture.
reason,
Like he's
an opportunist.
Yes.
No,
Let's
he
not.
doesn't
I'm not
want
going to
to.
get into a.
Extremely
I like Elon,
He's
but
not,
there's
he's not okay. First of all,
he does
Dane, he's
some
not.
shit
He's
I'm
not an
like-
opportunist.
it's
He's thinking
clear-
so.
it's
Far,
clear
he's
what
thinking
he's
so far ahead. He's thinking so far ahead.
I think you're
Is he
giving him
though?
way too much credit.
I don't know if he is though. I think
You're giving him way
he's
too
really
much credit.
he's really good. He's
a
really,
very smart
he's really
guy.
good at making money, and he's really good at making it seem like his aim is not to make money and not to make more money.
Also,
So
true.
why does he not
That
take
is
any of that
spot
money?
the fuck on.
But I don't
And-
know.
and-
I don't
and-
know.
No, it's not spot the fuck on.
Yes,
Dane.
it is. Point in
Dane.
case. I watched
Santino.
him. I watched him manipulate
Santino,
the
put a
cryptocurrency.
dildo in your mouth
Stop.
real
Listen to me,
quick.
Derek. No, stop. I literally watched him manipulate the cryptocurrency market in real time multiple times. He knows exactly what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
And then what do you do with
Manipulating
that
the
money?
entire
And then what do you do?
zeitgeist to benefit his portfolio is not something he doesn't do. So let's not fucking pretend.
No, come on.
Dead
You
ass
gotta-
watched
you're
him
miss-
do
you're
it.
Missing it. You're
When's the
missing it.
last? Stop.
You're missing the point. You're missing
No,
the
I'm
point.
not. No. And look, and I agree with. He's also he's not just because that's the case doesn't mean he doesn't make good points and doesn't mean he's not right about other things. But it doesn't mean he's not going to make a shit ton of money off of some of these changes as well. In this case, that's not. I don't see
He's
how
not
he
trying to
benefits.
make money.
I don't see
though.
how he benefits from this. I'm not saying that's the case, but we're talking about
How
him
much
as a
money does
person.
he
Is what
take?
came up a second
What's
ago.
his salary? What's his salary?
Stop.
That doesn't matter.
Stop. You know,
How much is he worth?
You
What's
don't
his
get
net
to.
worth?
You don't get to amass.
Sal,
you
you
don't get
wipe
to
your
a-
ass with your salary.
You
He
don't-
didn't even start Tesla.
You don't get to amass.
Let's not. Let's
you don't get to
fucking not.
amass the kind of
Yes.
fortune.
Where are
See,
the
this
guys
is-
who started
See,
Tesla?
this is where I'm
He's a
on.
businessman. I'm just saying.
I'm on the liberal side where I'm like, cancel fucking college debt. Let's all have free healthcare. But I'm not gonna hate on Elon Musk because he's a
No, wait, hang on, wait.
Hold on,
Yeah,
hold on, let me
don't.
finish.
That's exactly it. Let's not hang on. Let's not, Derek. Let's not conflate my mix. I like Elon Musk. Let me clarify that. Hang on, but let's not. My criticisms
Love
of
him
him
or hate
do
him.
not
but
mean
let me-
that I'm
but
anti-capitalism.
let
I'm
me-
anti-unfettered, unregulated capitalism, and I'm
Can I help your-
anti-treating
can I help-
treating these guys as deities.
Can I help your vision real quick?
Absolutely.
Because he's not taking a salary. He's living in a $50,000 home. He's living in a $50,000 home, and he puts all of his money into SpaceX. And the reason is because when we end up in this nuke situation,
He wants to go to Mars.
how does our civilization carry on?
That's all right.
Okay, real quick. Wait. Because this will become another hour.
That's true.
So I'm gonna hard pivot the Derek Kleibish thing. Kleibish? It's in here. You said sorry to hear about. I just wanted to make sure it was from the right thing.
I don't know
No.
what you're talking about.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hard
It's
pivot.
in our notes.
Yes, he wrote it down. He doesn't realize. But I'm gonna hard pivot because this will be a lengthy conversation. I, for one, am more concerned with your plan to amass your wealth than anyone else's. So
That sounds cool. So guess what?
Yeah, see,
Guest
love.
Here's my huge master plan. I just filmed a TV show that's gonna come out at the end of May. It's gonna air all summer. I think it's like 20 or 22 episodes, something like that. And it's super dope, and it's another cooking show, and I can't say anything.
Wait, it's a podcast or it's a show or it's a cooking show?
No, it's a network TV show. It's gonna air on a major network. And then I have a podcast that I'm doing that I'm not saying the name yet because I haven't secured all the YouTube channels and Instagram.
all
I'm
the
gonna go
stuff.
snatch that shit
Right,
up
I'm
right
taking
now.
that. You're gonna have to pay me to get that name.
You're an opportunist, you motherfucker.
It's gonna be cookie made monsters.
Okay, so then
Crossover.
This podcast is about runner-ups and fan favorites of all reality competition shows.
Awesome.
Ooh, good idea.
Yeah, so anyone that's been like a runner-up or because I was runner-up on a competition show, and
Were you?
It didn't
Which
go-
one?
What was the competition show?
Master Chef, mother. Here,
Yeah, it
take
fucking was.
two
Welcome.
of these and call the doctor.
I queued you up.
There he is.
So It's gonna be cool. I got a lot of great guests. I got Drew Lynch.
Fuck.
Love Drew Lynch.
Well, you looked up on us because all we had was you.
Dude, my wife and I saw Drew at the Irving drive up comedy thing.
He's awesome. I got Drew Lynch. I got Cyrus. I got Cyrus from MTV's Real World back in the day. Like
Cyrus. I remember Cyrus.
Awesome. Yeah. I got this girl. I got this girl Autumn from MasterChef season 11. She did MasterChef she did OnlyFans in a MasterChef apron, and it went viral.
Nice.
It went viral on Reddit. So we're gonna have a little conversation.
More of that, please. More of that.
I got people from MasterChef Canada, MasterChef Junior. I got some drag queens coming from RuPaul's Drag Race.
I love you for that.
So it's all gonna come out. It's gonna start airing at the end of May. So
they get Katya and Trixie.
We're gonna get them all. Anyone that has not won, I will eventually interview. Nice. It's gonna be like the Joe Rogan of reality TV shows.
All right.
Well,
but so
maybe rethink that explanation given the current climate.
After that, dude, Joe Rogan's dope. Anyone that's hating on him isn't. Everyone that's hating on him isn't listening to him.
I like Rogan, but he's also said some pretty stupid shit.
But he says, "Don't listen to me." I don't
No,
listen.
I agree with that.
Yo, pause real quick. I don't listen to Joe Rogan for Joe Rogan. I listen to him because the diversity of guests he has on.
Agreed.
And diversity is what we need.
Oh, if that's the case, you should be watching our show all the time.
Always.
Let's talk about diversity of guests.
Yeah,
Failure Made Monsters.
Segregate your guests to their own space and make them chime in. So when you're all together.
We were doing it during the Panini.
We had it.
All right, so
we're gonna get you here.
So the best thing to do is follow me at Chef Derrick Fox on Instagram, and when I launch it all, it's gonna be dope.
Chef Derrick Fox.
That's DERRICK.
It's like dick, but with
I gotta have my intro on my podcast.
Aaron after dick.
And then Epic Mega Cookie. I was actually slowly launching that, and then I booked the TV show, so I hurried it up. So
nice.
I've been basically soft opened for the last year. And so all the flavors are limited edition. I run 3 flavors at one time. I have the s'mores, which is my signature flavor. I have a celebration cookie, which is like a funfetti. And then the other flavor rotates. And tonight I've spent all day working on a new flavor, lemongrass and fruity pebbles.
Ooh. You had me at fucking fruity motherfucking pebbles, bro.
Yeah.
Can you see, bro? All right, look, I don't want to pull rank. I don't want to do this. I don't want to be like, hey, I got to show so blah, 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 whatever. You were getting something. So don't forget about that. Bro, I'm not joking. Like, when we get off, I'm going to, like, if you want me to send you, I'll pay for it, blah, blah.
It's not for order yet. I'm demoing it right now.
Okay, so well, if you can send me whatever the fuck's got either 1, fruity pebbles, or 2, peanut butter in it, I will, bro, please. Just all I'm saying, I got and for anybody that doesn't know, I have a ridiculously crazy obsessive sweet tooth. It is a thing. Don't worry about it, whatever. But yes,
that's true.
We're gonna be good. So I'll get you some cookies. The peanut butter. We're gonna do some peanut butter later because I like that this is limited edition. It's like you gotta follow the concert to get the CD. It's like you gotta go to the punk rock show to get the merchandise. Sure. Like it's not just it is available. We do ship nationwide on Shopify, but it's not, it's not just an easy thing to grab. It is limited edition, so it's fun, man. It's super cool.
I'm fucking stoked for you, bro. It looks like you're on. This is for the record. So
the goal.
I have now heard the elevator pitch, and I will say this is a solid fucking idea. Your concept is great. It's gonna. I wish you nothing but the best. I think it's gonna be great.
Thank you. And the goal is one day, I do want to get to a place, security wise, that I can just go join World Central Kitchens and help Jose Andres and cook for those in need.
Nice.
That's important to me, and I get a little emotional even just thinking about it because I've done hurricane relief. I've cooked. I joined Mercy Chefs, which is a mobile kitchen that chases disasters.
Damn.
And they're a faith-based group. And I don't have a religious view on anything, but I joined them because what they're doing is amazing, and we chased a hurricane, and for like 14 days we were doing 9,000 meals a day.
Damn. Fuck yeah, man.
And it's heavy. It's to people that need it. It's to people that are just getting no support and left behind, and that happens everywhere in our world. And there's inspirations out there like Jose Andres, and recently I just learned about Mr. Beast. And he's a huge YouTube sensation. He has
I know he is.
He has a whole channel.
Massive.
He has a whole channel that's dedicated to philanthropy, and every dollar that comes in on this channel, he developed a food bank that's feeding millions of people. And I think we can all get to a society where we don't need these government regulations, and we can all just support each other.
Never happen.
It will.
But
never fucking happen.
But
people's nature. I don't trust motherfuckers enough ever to do what's best for the greater good.
But
you need regulation.
I encourage all of you to help Chef Derrick get to that fucking position where he can do more.
We have to wrap the show.
Because there's people there's people like me that want to go help feed people that need it. So
and we need more motherfuckers like you for sure. But
there's a world that it can happen.
You will never be everyone. There's always going to be the opposite side of you. There's going to be the light and the dark. That's just the way it is. And the balance is good. It's what makes you special. It's what makes the things you do valuable.
I agree.
If everyone did it, it would just be the norm.
You do need the balance, and
so I'm all about the yin and yang. But that being said, and speaking of the yin and yang, we just spoke about something kind of heavy, and I want to go out with a little bang. And we have to ask you our signature question, sir.
Oh, I forgot about
the question we ask pretty much all of our guests since Mr. Rocky Russo back in the day.
Ha!
The Failure Made Monsters signature question, sir, is Chef Derrick Fox.
Yeah.
What is your signature sex move?
Meaning, when you're in the clutch situation,
what seals
and you're like,
deal?
I gotta get her to pop, or I gotta pop. I got shit to do. What do? Where do you go? What's your fucking move?
What's your bedroom version of cooking spaghetti?
Yep, cook.
Man, I like to get weird. I like
boy.
Since we're playing this game, we're going in deep. One of my favorites.
Going in deep.
How deep?
It's
eyebrows.
It's reverse cowgirl, but my legs are back wrapped around and over.
Wait, your legs are?
Yeah.
Sir.
So it's like
well done.
I got the name.
What is it? What's it called?
What's the name?
Foxhold.
Oh,
get it?
That's
a
good.
Double. That's a double.
That's good.
Foxhold.
Right.
Foxhole love.
The foxhole.
Foxhold, because it's a hold and it's hold.
Yeah. Hey, baby, I'm trying to get foxhole. Let's wrap this shit the fuck up.
All right, we gotta go.
All right,
send our love to the lady. D, thank you so much for coming on, man. We appreciate you. It's
fucking awesome, Derrick.
We will
guys.
absolutely have to get you here in person.
I'm happy that we had alternate views, but also the same goal.
Yeah. I mean, look, and even still, our views are actually pretty similar. And I agree with you with the over corrections of all this. We
got to slow down. We got to slow down. We can't just be trying to cancel everything just because we don't like it. Like disliking something is good. We need discomfort.
1,000%.
Yep.
It's one of those things. Dude, where I think just like we were talking about
earlier,
there's been multiple. Hello, Puppet.
You fucking let me down earlier.
No. She called it.
Oh, you're gonna see it in the show.
You'll see it. See it.
I got a beautiful wife that I only get this weekend with, and I know that I've also overstayed my welcome. So
yeah, no, you're good, dude. We love you. Thank you so much for coming on. We will get you here in person. I will make you a drink my fucking self.
I'm gonna get you fucked up.
We'll see you soon, dude.
Let's just all also hang out, not on camera.
Let's fucking do it.
Fuck yeah.
I can see
all right, homie, be good.
Laters.
Well, thank you, everybody. That has been another episode of Failure Made Monsters.
In
persons. That was our boy, Chef Derrick Fox. You can follow him online at Chef Derrick Fox. That's ChefDerrick
Dick.
FOX. And also follow Epic Mega Cookie Co. And look out for his new TV show coming out.
Also,
soon,
look out for our new music video coming out soon. Also,
listen to Shot Full of Holes, available on Spotify and Apple and all that happy horse shit. It's Shot Full of Holes by The Misfit. That's The Misfit with X's for eyes. And Dane the Great, GR8. We are Failure Made Monsters. We love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to go continue drinking.
I'm going to get fucked up. I hope you're going to do the same.
You do the same. And out, Puppet.
There she is.
Have a good night, everybody.